Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today I am very happy to announce the existence of, I guess, or the shipping of, production of Lyrique's second watch, Etude number 2. It's new in several ways and I'd like to tell you about them, and so let's get started. The first obvious thing is that we have a guilloché dial. The dial is very different in color and just about every other way. We have now we have a ostrich strap instead of the straight leather one. On the back here we have a movement that was an upgrade from our first one. We had the 6801, and Lyrique made a number of improvements to it, and so now it's the AGH 6802. But I think the real thing is to look very closely at the kind of changes in the dial, and then we'll look at the movement in a second. What I did, I took two pictures, close-up pictures, and then put them together on each page so you can really see a lot of the details from different angles. The hands, we use what are called observatory hands. One has a big poem at the end of it, or a sun or whatever, a big circle, and the other one just straight. The numbers are all raised, and the what's called the eccentric subdial, where eccentric seconds, you can get a view of it. And what it does, we have a little circle that clips through the guilloché and onto the outer track, the number track, hour track, minute track. And then on the outside of those, there's a sort of an outer track also of guilloché. The guilloché was done by Comblamine. Comblamine is the same company used by Kari Voutilainen, who we admire greatly, and it's also, I think he owns a company too. Further, now you can see the guilloché pattern itself was an original one that was done for us by Matu Alegre. We don't have a name for guilloché style, so anyway, we'll just call it Matu's style. The left center, what you can see is a little device there. It's called an Agon pit regulator. It's an intellectual property of Agongor. Actually, it was invented by and patented by Jean-Marc Viderec, who was the founder of Agongor. And up right about 12 o'clock, there's a little gear. There's a wonderful little gear. And this is another intellectual property that belongs to Agongor, invented by Jean-Marc Viderec. And what it is, it has a gearing with these little springs in the teeth. And what they do is that there's absolutely no slippage. And so for the gears that turn the second hand, it's called eccentric because it's away from the main part of the wheel train. A lot of times they'll have little funny movements when they're off like that, and the point is to smooth it out, and you do that because you can prevent slippage. Here's a little better picture up in the upper left corner there. You can see a little better shot of the Agoné's gear, the intellectual property. And then on the left side, you can see it's adjusted to 6 positions. So every bit of this is adjusted, having really good accuracy of it. You can see the winding gear and the crown for it. It's just it's sort of a little flattened out so you don't bump it into everything, and yet at the same time it's a nice big, sort of like a compressed onion. Here at the top, we have our numbers. They're numbered from actually it's 1 to 100, but we have two other ones that are both numbered 0, 0. One is for the Horological Society of New York, and the other one is for the Grand Prix d'Horlogerie de Genève. And then on the bottom, because the manufactured by Boutin and Catton. And so anyway, so everybody has a unique watch on this. Now, one other thing we put it up on the time grapher, and as you can see from the results, the frequency is only off by 1 or 2 seconds a day, which is pretty good. Now that's only we only tested it in this position, or I did. Agenor tested it in several positions. Now, the final thing I wanted to say about it, there's the Horological Society of New York. This is one we donated to the Horological Society for their charity. And we are lot number 7 in the charity. Now, they have a big gala that they're having on the April 6th, when they're going to have the live auction. Before then, if people want to bid on it, they can. They can go to an email address at info@hs-ny.org and until 5 p.m. They really don't give any instructions on it. Say, I want to bid on lot number 7 and how much and who you are and your email address, I guess, so they can get in touch with you in case you win. Now, there's the thing about this auction, and this is by Phillips, there's no buyer's premium. Usually in auctions by companies like Phillips and Christie's and Sotheby's, there's a buyer's premium, which means that if you win the bid, your winning bid plus 25%, so that could add up. Here there's no buyer's premium, and all of the money, all of the proceeds will go to Horological Societies New York, their scholarship initiatives, including supporting watchmaking students with scholarships. I think last year they had enough to provide 20 scholarships to 4 different watchmaking schools. So anyway, it's a worthy cause, but a lot of people, the sort of this light rose color is different than the one, these are more of a burgundy color. And I think we only had like 5 of them, and everybody wanted, but we had already set up for the burgundy colored ones. These are fairly rare. And this is why we decided, well, this would be a good one for their auction to raise funds for people going into watchmaking. Okie doke. Take care. And next time I'm going to the auction. Till next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Side, the art and science of watch collection.